Welcome to the final round of NPL New South Wales Women's Competition for the 2019 season, as the newly crowned premiers Sydney University host the Illawarra Stingrays at Sydney Uni Football Ground. It's been quite the season for Alex Apakis and his side, having wrapped up the club championship only a few weeks ago, and last week claiming the premiership for the 2019 season. With finals kicking off next week, Sydney Uni have the luxury of enjoying a week off, courtesy of finishing first, while the Illawarra Stingrays, should they win today, will more or less confirm a top 3 spot, which will give them a chance come finals time, while a loss could subsequently see them drop to as low as 5th place on the competition ladder should the Blackdown Spartans and Northern Tigers win today. Today's lineups for you for Sydney University: in goals, number 21, Courtney Newbon; number 13, Charlotte McLean; number 3, Tori Tumeth; number 5, Taryn King; number 2, Annabelle Martin; number 8, Bianca Garlich; number 6, Claire Wheeler; number 7, Rachel Suter; number 11, Julianne Russell; number 23, Holly Caspers; and number 9, and leading scorer for the students, Courtney Vine. For the visiting side today, Trudy Burke in goals; number 13, Talitha Kramer; number 15, Caitlin Cooper; number 6, Blaze Kendis; number 2, Sarah Johnson; number 12, Liana Danaskos, who returns after a lengthy spell on the sidelines; number 8, Erica Halloway; number 11, Danica Matos; number 7, Chloe Middleton; number 10, and captain Michelle Carney; and number 17, Hannah Beard. The tail of the tape is that, as I said, should the Illawarra Stingrays win this afternoon, they will more or less secure a top 3 spot, which is very important come finals time because of that second chance opportunity that clubs get. The moment as the table stands, Sydney Uni will finish the season in first place on 50 points. Sydney Olympic, the newly promoted side, will finish the season in second place, a fantastic feat by George Beltzos' team. They'll finish on second place at the moment on 45 points. They host the Northwest Sydney Koalas. And then in third place, on equal points with the fourth place Northern Tigers, are the Illawarra Stingrays, both on 40, and the Blackdown Spartans in fifth on 38 points. Blackdown Spartans travel to Northbridge Oval to take on the North Shore Mariners, and David Saliba's team will be expectant of picking up all 3 points in that one. And much the same can be said for the Northern Tigers as they travel to Jensen Park to take on Bankstown, although Danny Aboud and his girls will have other ideas. And there's been more times this season where they have become victorious and not expected to do so. Sydney Uni, like always, trying to get onto the front foot nice and early. They do have the week off next week. Questions raised. Will the Parkers rest players? But of course, with a week off, they'll get all the rest they need. And they're better off playing this week, keeping that competitive feel going amongst the players. Johnson heads back to Burke. Lots of experience across this Illawarra Stingrays team. Of course, Trudy Burke, a long-time campaigner in goals. She leads the side from the back, commanding, also spending time in the past with Uni. Ball given away there. It's Rachel Sutar now with an opportunity for the home team. She wins a corner off Matos. Liana Danaskos lines up for the Stingrays in midfield. She had a horrific injury at the start of the season and it kept her out for much of the campaign. She did return only a few weeks ago and it's been a massive positive for the Stingrays team. With her return, the results have also improved. Stingrays currently 6 games without defeat. They'd be disappointed as well, though. There was a patch of 3 games where they didn't collect any victories at the start of June. It was a terrible time for them, scoring 2 draws and a loss, and they were draws they probably would have expected to win and picked up points against the Rams, but they drew the Koalas and the Jets and lost to MacArthur. MacArthur, of course, this year will not feature in the playoff series. 2018 champions failed to make the top 5, and even if they win today, they'll still remain outside and finish in 6th position. Something that Norm Boardman and his stars with Lena Karmas, Kylie Ledbrook, Renee Rollison will not be used to. That's why we've got this incredible Northern Tigers side who's really had a fantastic season and shown incredible improvement from the last campaign. They'll find themselves in the playoffs. It'll just be a question of where at 5 p.m. tonight. We'll know exactly, do they finish 3rd, 4th or 5th. Talking about runs, Sydney Uni is on quite the run themselves. The last time they lost, our cameras were here back in round 4 against Sydney University. Against the Football New South Wales Institute. They went down by 2-1. They haven't looked back since round 4 though, and are currently on a 17-game unbeaten run with finals just around the corner. They've got the best defence in the league, having shipped only 11 goals in 21 games so far this campaign. Courtney Newbon commanding that excellent pairing of Tori Thomas and Taryn King at the back. Uni has a very well structured team, especially through that middle of the park. 2 centre backs with Claire Wheeler and Bianca Garlich. Also 2 players that do a lot of their own defensive duties for the team in the midfield. They really keep it ticking over. He's Carney, who herself had injury concerns at the start of this season, and she did miss a few games after undergoing knee surgery. She even played while injured, and it's just testament to this Illawarra Stingrays legend and great of not only New South Wales but also Australian football. Matos clears there ahead of Julianne Russell. Garlich takes that one over the line. And Smith making sure she's sticking really tight to Carney, not giving her a lot of space to move with the ball. She's a key part of creating these dangerous attacks for the girls in pink. They've got threats also all over the park. Caitlin Cooper. Hannah Beard also knows how to find the back of the net. Erica Halloway. Claire Wheeler spreads the ball wide to Annabelle Martin, who herself has found a name in the score sheet over the last few weeks. Burke sends it long, only as far as Martin. Now watch as Sydney Uni set up now. It always goes back to Newbon. They look to restart without giving the ball away too soon. Always looking to play from the back. Or finding a player out wide from the goalkeeper. Should the midfielders or defenders not have many options forward, they usually aren't afraid to use the feet of Newbon. McLean just clearing that one out for a corner kick. Blaze Kendis to take this corner. Good ball in toward Cooper. Evades her. Uni clears their lines. Danaskos. Blocked there by Russell. Kendis again sends it long toward Carney. This time King clears away. And Danaskos again with the ball at her feet. Spreads it wide for Kramer. Kramer looks long for Halloway and a bit of a push in the back there. And the referee gives the foul against McLean. Good position now for Beard or Carney to get on this one. Maybe even Kendis. It's a great position for the Stingrays and could have our first real opportunity of the game this afternoon. Quite a short run up from Kendis. Did look like she was going to cross this one. Great position to go directly at goal. Should she be able to get the ball around the wall? Kendis goes direct. Great save by Courtney Newbon. Flat effort there from Kendis. Forced Newbon into a low save. She did very well to get down and palm that one out for a corner. Good beginning to the match from the away team. Carney. Cooper should have done better. The ball did come at her quite quickly. Caitlin Cooper just had to get her body over that one. And it'd be 1-0 for the Stingrays. It's encouraging for Scott Chipperfield's team. Chipperfield doesn't seem to be here today, though. His assistants have taken charge. He's Vine, Uni's top scorer this year. What a fine striker Courtney Vine is. Definitely one to keep an eye on and one that will don that Matilda's jersey in years to come. excellent finishing, great technique, speed, strength. She has absolutely everything you need from a striker. King to Wheeler. Wheeler tried to slip in Vine there, and she does well to win the ball back. King to Garlich. McLean making a run down the left. Russell plays her, but not a precise enough pass. A nice crowd here building at Sydney Uni Football Ground for this last match of the 2019 season, of the regular season. Of course, finals football kicks off next week in the women's competition. First, get the week off. It's 2v3 and 4v5 in the other semi-finals. At the moment, the only guaranteed team is Sydney Olympic to finish second. And of course, Sydney Uni in first place. Third, fourth and fifth are all up for grabs between the Illawarra Stingrays, Northern Tigers and Blacktown Spartans. Casper's there. Casper's again. She wins a corner. Annabelle Martin getting herself into the attack. As they do, Tori Tummuth and Taryn King make their way forward. Rachel Sutar to take this corner. Low ball in toward Caspers. Still not cleared by the away side. McLean. No one in the box for that one. The ball bounces into the arms of Trudy Burke. Burke for Matos. Matos almost gets caught by Sutar. She gets away. Kramer has a lot of speed. Closed down by Martin, and Martin wins the throw. Looks quick for Vine, but Johnson's there to clear. Martin again. Great ball by Martin. She almost catches Burke out there. She's getting the hang of those cross-come shots. Did score one a few weeks ago at Christie Park. It looks like she actually means them, but they're not crosses. They're actually shots. Well, at least she can claim that. Had that second one went in. Candice rises highest. Halloway. Took too long on the ball. Here's Caspers. That's a bad challenge by Talitha Kramer, and she'll make her way into the referee's notebook fairly early in this one. At Peter Moorfield, it's currently 0-0 between Sydney Olympic and the Northwest Sydney Koalas after 13 minutes of play. Nepal free kick straight into the arms of Burke, who wastes no time trying to set off Halloway, who has a lot of speed as well. She can't get that ball under control though. And at the moment, we have a shock result at Jensen Park as Bankstown City leads the Northern Tigers by 1-0. That means if results were to stay as they are, the Stingrays would finish above the Northern Tigers in third place. As I said, Bankstown City have surprised many teams this campaign. The Northern Tigers, who aren't at the moment in the greatest of form, are starting to feel a bit of pressure. Beard. Courtney Vine takes that ball out and it'll be Stingray's throw. Carney loses out. Here's Garlich now, looking to launch an attack for the home team. McLean just gets there. Touch was heavy though. And Candace clears out for a throw-in. Danaskos. Bit of head tennis here from both. Garlich gets the ball under control but loses it. There's Halloway. Candace. Goes back to Johnson. Johnson will play the ball back to Burke. Burke rushes there, plays Russell. Johnson does well to get a keeper out of that one. Still Russell with the ball in the corner. Gets around Johnson. Finds Wheeler. Garlich lining it up. Garlich doesn't get enough power on her shot. It's easily cleared by Matos. Now Uni can start again through Martin. She goes long toward Vine, but it's not the ball Vine was expecting. It's a good opportunity for the home team. Uni will look to go one better than last year. They lost in a thrilling grand final to the MacArthur Rams. They look to turn the tables and claim the double this year. And keep adding to this growing trophy cabinet at the Uni. So much success over the years through Heather Garriock and now her understudy Alex Apakis, who's continued the trend and improved the way things are at Sydney Uni. Here's a great chance. Annabelle Martin looking for Russell at the far post. Just a little bit too much on that one. His football club keeps improving every year. As I said, Heather Garriock started this fantastic run of results for the club and finals appearances, and Alex Apakis has built on that and continued it. It's good to see the Stingrays again in the finals as well. Excellent for South Coast football. It's fantastic for women's football in general, the amount of quality we've had on show this season across all the teams. Russell gets beyond Johnson, has Caspers in front. A really looks like the uni girls are just enjoying themselves out there. Nothing really to play for them except continuing that fantastic run of 17 games undefeated. The last time these two met, they did have a 0-0 draw. Michelle Carney manages to win her side a corner here. They came close from the last one and probably should have had the lead. Beard to deliver. Kendis. Again, it's at Cooper's feet. Cooper blocked. Carney back for Kramer. But Uni clear. The Nascos flicks it back in. Again, Uni survive. Now Julianne Russell with Johnson for company. Johnson does very well. Cooper. Good touch there by Suter. Good. It's a foul. The referee deems by Charlotte McLean on Erica Holloway. Blaze Kendis take the set piece and look for a teammate. The sun in Courtney Newbond's eyes. Could be tricky for the goalkeeper. Here's Kramer for Carney. Kramer again. And it's gone just wide of the far post. Great build-up play by Kramer and Carney. Excellent combination. Kramer's effort just squirming wide of the far post. Another good chance for the travelling team. Here's Cooper now looking for Carney. Hannah Beard wasn't on the same wavelength as Carney. Here's Suter. Back for King. King goes long, looking for Caspers. It's a foot race here between Caspers and Kramer. Kramer very fast, but Caspers showing that she doesn't lack any speed either. Here's the Nascos. Finds Beard in midfield. Ball comes back to Beard. Here's Cooper. Uses a body well to get in front of Wheeler. Still Cooper. Great challenge by Claire Wheeler in midfield to win the ball back for Union. They could be off here should Suter get the touch away. She couldn't. The Nascos does well there to get rid of Courtney Vine. Johnson. Johnson again to Beard. Garlich. Excellent ball from Bianca Garlich for Courtney Vine. Matos to beat. Looks to go the long way around, but Matos does well. And they're still battling away. Johnson comes to help out and clear the danger. Very well defended by Danica Matos. Looks like as though she could have come off second best in that one. Garlich loses out. Holloway puts Kendis under pressure. Kendis does well. But again, Holloway loses the ball. Here's Vine. Still Vine. Another great challenge from Matos. Wheeler. Claire Wheeler. She surprised herself, but also Trudy Burke. Great finish from Claire Wheeler to give the home team a 1-0 lead. She just ripped at that one. Burke saw it late. Came between a couple players. If I'm not mistaken, that could be Claire Wheeler's first goal of the season. And a fine way to open your account on the last day of the regular season. Now the Stingrays got a bit of work to do. If things stay as they are, and the Spartans can get over the North Shore Mariners, the Blackdown Spartans will surprisingly finish in third place, dropping the Stingrays to fourth and the Northern Tigers to fifth. Remember, the Northern Tigers currently are losing 1-0 against Bankstown City at Jensen Park. Is Julianne Russell back for Tori Tumeth, who clears well up Park. Candice flicks the ball over the top of the defence for Carney. Not dealt with by King, but Garlich ends up with the ball at her feet, and he is the goal scorer, Claire Wheeler. Martin, Caspers, and Kramer almost did a great job getting past Caspers, but she just ran out of real estate and took the ball out. Cooper under a bit of pressure manages to get the ball away to Kendis, who clears upfield. And now the home team resets. And even though this one doesn't mean much for any team, right now the Northwest Sydney Koalas lead against Sydney Olympic by 2-0. While at Jensen Park, the home team still leads 1-0, but they are under a bit of pressure. The Tigers still trail 1-0. Here's Kramer with a long throw, looking for Carney. That'll be a goal kick. Not much that Michelle Carney could do with that one. Who would have thought after the start of the season that this should be our finals setup with both the Spartans and the Tigers in there. Spartans having lost their opening 4 games in a row could now potentially finish the season in third place should results go their way and set up an enticing clash with Sydney Olympic, who's probably resting players today, but nevertheless not the result that they'd want moving into finals next week. Here's Courtney Vine. Russell to make it 2. Well challenged there by Kendis. Here's Martin with a cross, low, cleared away. And now the Stingrays can break the other way. Middleton, she's been quiet in this first half. Hasn't seen much ball at all. Here is Danaskos. Plays a poor ball. Straight over to Courtney Newbon, who was quick off her line. Kramer heads away. Middleton can't bring the ball under control. Now Wheeler. Over the top for Vine. Cooper. Middleton with a lot of space in front. Taryn King in front of her. Early cross from Middleton. Blocked by the Uni defender. Kramer. Looks toward Holloway. And Danaskos will have a go. But wasn't going to test Newbon. Vine for Suter. Martin. That's another ball given away by Annabelle Martin. Not a good game for her so far this afternoon. She's given a lot of balls away. Suter has a dangerous right foot. Here's Wheeler toward Russell. Well defended by the away team. Garlich. That one didn't miss by too much from Bianca Garlich. She had Trudy Burke worried at the end of that one. Did not miss by much at all. We've got just under 15 minutes to go in this one. Good to see the Illawarra Stingrays following us live and commenting. You can do the same on our Facebook live stream. Remember, today is the match of the round. The field is in poor condition at the middle of the pitch. The rest of the field doesn't look all that bad, but the middle is struggling. Obviously, at this point of the year, it's difficult to keep a pitch in pristine condition. A lot of traffic goes through Sydney Uni Football Ground. Both the men's team who played here last night and, of course, Alex Apakis in charge of that side as well. Here's a dangerous ball. Burke manages to tip it over, and it's that girl again, Annabelle Martin. Good opportunity again for the home team through Rachel Suter from this corner. They go short. Back to Suter. Better angle for the cross. She goes to the far post. Too much on that one though. It'll be a goal kick to the away side. As I said, Alex Epakis' men's NPL 3 team picked up an important victory in their battle for survival in the NPL 3 competition. And of course, rugby union is played on this pitch as well. And it's very difficult for football pitches to recover when sports such as rugby league, rugby union are played on them. In particular at this time of the year. Here's Candace. Looks long. And there's not really much of an idea when the Stingrays go forward. There's not much happening in front. Much of the same can be said for Uni as well this afternoon. Both teams look a little bit disorganised in the front third. Stingrays need points in this one much more than the Premiers. Is Johnson. She goes long. Holloway flicks the ball on to Hannah Beard. Beard sets off Holloway, but I think that's too much on it for the winger. The ball will hold up in the corner. Holloway ends up battling, winning her side a corner kick. Sorry, a throw-in. Here's the Nascos. Cooper. Candace. Crosses, but only to Garlich, who doesn't have much in front of her either, but she picks out Courtney Vine. Vine goes wide to Martin. Chloe Middleton does very well to take that ball off Martin, who's really off her game this afternoon. Beard back for Middleton. And another great challenge from Middleton. The referee calls a foul. It'll be a free kick for Uni to get them restarted. It's now 2-1 at Peter Moore. Sydney Olympic have pulled a goal back. At Jensen Park, Bankstown City still lead the Northern Tigers by 1-0. Here's Candace. Newbon almost got herself in a little bit of trouble there. Just seems as though Middleton, Beard, Carney and even Holloway are just not receiving the ball in the right place where they can do damage, and that's deep in the Uni half. Well blocked there by Johnson. Now it's a good opportunity if Holloway can set off here. Russell does really well to get back. Carney. Holloway. Options at the far post. Here's Beard. She misses the ball. Middleton, but Martin does well to get that one away. There's a good chance there for the away side. We're in the final few minutes of this first half. Sydney Uni leads by 1-0. Danaskos for Johnson. Space here for Kendis if they can get the ball to her. They can't. Holloway back for Johnson. Cooper loses out to Garlich. Vine. That's experience there from Cooper. But ball given away by Danaskos. One back by Matos. And now neither team can really grab hold of the ball. They keep giving it away as soon as they win it. It's Newbon. Clears far upfield. This could be one for Caspers to get on the end of. And Matos does well. Trudy Burke with a goal kick now. As we approach half time, Kramer back for Matos. Carney brings it down for Cooper, who plays in Holloway. Should get there before McLean. A poor ball back by Holloway. Allows Wheeler to steal in. Well played again by Johnson. Beard. And Hannah Beard brought down in a good position again. And it's a yellow card for Taryn King. She's not happy with the yellow. Not complaining too much about the foul. And Vesna Milivojevic has made it 2-0 for Bankstown City. Northern Tigers now have it all to do at Jensen Park. Not the afternoon that they would have wanted. This result means should the Spartans win now, they'll definitely jump above them. And if this result stays as is, well, the Spartans will be in third place at the end of action today. We all know what Michelle Carney and Hannah Beard can do from here. It's Beard. Hannah Beard goes inches wide of the post, and that'll be the last action of the first half. As the home team goes into the break, 1 to the good, thanks to a rare specimen from Claire Wheeler midway through the first period. It's Sydney Uni 1, Illawarra Stingrays 0 at half time. as things stand on the competition ladder at the moment, the Blacktown Spartans are leading the North Shore Mariners 1-0. Northern Tigers, surprisingly, are losing by 2-0 against Bankstown City. Here's a chance for the away team. And that means that at the moment on the live table, the Blacktown Spartans move up into third place, and the Illawarra Stingrays and Northern Tigers each drop one place into fourth and fifth respectively, which means the Spartans will have a second chance in next week's finals when they face off against Sydney Olympic. And that is if results remain as they are. Sutar plays it back to King. As Yeni look to build from the back. Here is Garlich trying to slide in. Courtney Vine. Trudy Burke is there though. Johnson under a bit of pressure from Vine, goes back to Burke. Burke clears well upfield. Trudy Burke, like Liana Danaskos, both spent time with Sydney Union, if I'm not mistaken. Both won trophies in the yellow and blue. Now they're looking to do the same in the Stingrays pink. Here's Cooper. And that was a great ball, but none of her teammates followed. Tough tackle there from Kramer and Caspers, and I think Caspers has come off second best, a bit of a cork. Here's Russell as McLean making a run into the box, but Johnson's done really well. One of the best performers for the Stingrays so far today. Garlich. Kendis clears as far as Taryn King, who heads to safety out for a throw-in. It's another foul, another dangerous position. It's where the Stingrays have been most threatening so far in this match, and it gives them another chance. Carney stands above this one this time. Kendis, Beard, and now Carney will have a go. Carney looks to the far post and the ball will roll out for a goal kick. Not the best ball from the Stingrays captain. While at Jensen Park, the Northern Tigers have an opportunity to get themselves back into the game and half the deficit. Against Bankstown after only 2 minutes, they've got a penalty. It's Matty Bart stepping up to the plate. There'll be another foul though for the away team in the meantime here at Sydney Uni Football Ground. And the Tigers make it 2-1. In the meantime, substitutions. Kendall Fletcher replaces Courtney Vine. Julia Vines comes on to replace Taryn King. King on a yellow card. It's the obvious reason why she's come off. Good ball from Beard toward Kramer. It's come off the post. And Martin clears away. Great chance, that one. Closest now. The Stingrays have come. Here's Chloe Middleton. Closed down by Caspers. Goes to run her. Gets beyond her just. And she gets into the box now. Good chance. Poor ball in though. And again, this time into the arms of Burke. There's no Nikki Flannery or Mel Caceres either in the Sydney Uni squad today. Handicap for the home team. Poor ball by Middleton. Kramer did make the run. Good challenge from Martin. Looks for Russell. Russell on Matos, who's also been great today. But she does a good job again on the Uni striker. And now a great opportunity for Holloway with space in front of her. She's got Carney in the box and Beard arriving late. Good ball in. Just above Michelle Carney and what she'd give to be another 10 centimetres taller. Ball straight into Newbond's hands though. Here's Caspers. Martin. That'll be a foul on Martin in the middle of the park. Russell still with the ball inside the Stingrays box. Danaskos keeps her hands out of that one. is Cooper for Kramer. Annabelle Martin has quite the long throw. Looks like she did hurt her shoulder though on that last one. Can get quite a distance on it. Always an extra weapon for every side when they've got a player who can send in those Rory Delap style throw-ins. Adds another dimension to teams' attacks, and they're not always the easiest to judge. Different flight of the ball released from the hand as compared to the foot. Wheeler picking up the loose ball in midfield. Can't find a teammate. Burke under a bit of pressure. Manages to get the ball out to Johnson, and a good touch there by Johnson. Wasn't an easy ball to bring down. Danaskos back for Johnson. Does well under pressure. Long ball forward toward Beard. Beard just helps it on, but Carney nor Middleton were aware and ready for that one. Matos clears in front of Johnson. He's Middleton. Cooper now. Not much movement in front of her. Goes to Danaskos. Cooper again. Middleton in toward the box for Beard. It's Carney, but she can't get her foot around that one. Just an update at Peter Moore Field. Northwest Sydney Koalas now lead by 3-1 against Sydney Olympic. A game that doesn't really mean anything for either side. Their positions are cemented. That's a push in the back from Matos on Russell. .30 minutes to go in this one, and the Stingrays at the moment see themselves in 4th place on the ladder. And as things stand, they will play against the Northern Tigers next week in the elimination semi-final. And as I say that, the Northern Tigers have equalised at Jensen Park. With a superior goal difference to the Spartans, it means the Northern Tigers will finish in 3rd place and the Stingrays will finish in 5th. And they will play against the Blacktown Spartans next week unless Bankstown City can find a goal, or the Stingrays can get themselves back into this one. Would you believe it? Bankstown has retaken the lead at Jensen Park. They now lead 3-2. And it puts the Spartans back into 3rd place Going to get very confusing the way things are going on this final day. We didn't expect this much controversy and action. But as we have it, Bankstown City let a 2-goal halftime lead slip, only to put themselves back in the lead, winning 3-2 with just over 30 minutes remaining at Jensen Park. Martin sends it long, looking for Caspers. That was dangerous there for Newbond. But the ball goes out for a goal kick after Carney chased down. The original kick. And you have to love a final day of action with a lot at stake and a lot of meaning behind the final games. Teams pushing hard. Here goes Stingrays now. Hannah Beard wins her team a throw-in. Kramer told to take a few steps back. Middleton. Wheeler upfield. And again Wheeler. Suta. Tumeth for Garlich. She goes wide for Fletcher. Good ball. Almost for Suta, but it's Johnson again to the rescue for the away team. Poor clearance there by Trudy Burke. She gets away with it. She's put her team under pressure. And Caspers and Kramer fight for this one. But again, Caspers does the right thing, gets into the good positions. But her final ball has really let her down this afternoon. It's the second time she's been in a good position and hasn't been able to find a teammate in the box. Rachel Suta to take now. Tori Tumeth, the obvious target. It's up there, but it goes wide of the target. And it was the uni centre back who rose highest, but headed wide. Carney wide for Holloway. Candice there with a bit of a wild lunge, but she gets away with it. Johnson. And ball finds its way to Hannah Beard. Hannah Beard! Great save by Newbond. It's not safe yet. Middleton! And what a miss. An opportunity for the Stingrays. They had two great chances. They let them both slip. First, Hannah Beard with a one-on-one after the ball from Blaze Kendis. And the uni didn't clear the ball as they would have wished, and it ended up at the feet of Chloe Middleton, and you would have expected her to hit the target because that's all she had to do to have the away side level. She wasn't able to, instead skying her effort well over the bar. And Stingrays won't be happy with that. Great chance to have themselves level, and they just let it slip. They won't get many more opportunities like that. They'll come again. Now Holloway. Well defended by Wheeler. He's Carney. Credit has to be given as well, though, to Newbon. She was so quick off her line. She made sure she made herself as big as possible and made the task really tough for Hannah Beard. And Beard couldn't find the answer. Fletcher clears away. And this is where the Stingrays now will start to put a bit of pressure on the home team. They've got nothing to lose and all to gain in the last 20 minutes or so. Here's Caspers. Shoots early. What a finish. That's what we're talking about. Holly Caspers hits it early and catches Trudy Burke unaware. And that's how Uni go from one end to the other. And double their advantage and almost now make the point safe. This is why they are the premiers and the best team in the competition for the last 22 rounds. A fine finish there from Holly Caspers. Sydney Uni 2, Illawarra Stingrays 0. And both Beard and Middleton will look back now at their missed opportunity. Here's Danaskos. His Beard. We missed that chance not too long ago now. Garlich. And Newbon forced into another save. She pulls it off again to keep the Stingrays at bay. They won't lie down. This proud South Coast side. It's definitely not in their DNA. And they'll try their luck now from the corner. Holloway still fighting hard down the right flank. Here is Suter. Julianne Russell misses the ball. Here goes Kendall Fletcher now. Looks to get past Johnson. Can't get her cross to the far post for Caspers. Wheeler, the scorer of the first goal, to the scorer of the second. Great ball by Wheeler for Vines. And Julie Vines brought down right on the edge of the box. Very close to a penalty. Blaze Kendis in the book of the referee. It's her first yellow card of the fixture. And this will allow Rachel Suter the opportunity to make it 3-0 and really cement all 3 points for the home team. We've seen her do it before. She is a free kick specialist. Trudy Burke will be aware of the danger that Suter possesses. And not this time from Rachel Suter. Can't get her effort on target. Doesn't even test. Trudy Burke. Martin does well under the challenge from Carney. Poor ball there from Wheeler. Middleton running through the middle, expecting the pass from Holloway. Kendis crosses toward the middle. Cooper. And now Beard for Carney. But Fletcher does well under pressure. And now Sydney Uni can take a breath and launch an attack of their own through Julianne Russell. Garlich. Cooper goes wide for Kendis. Kendis toward Carney. Martin does well to clear the danger. Alex Zapakis will go back to his bench once more. Brianna Oliveira this time getting readied on the sideline. Newbon clears well upfield. Mados does well though. Kramer back for Johnson. Here's Burke. Johnson. And the goal scorer of the second goal, Holly Caspers, will make her way to the bench and she'll be replaced by Brianna Olivero. I think the Stingrays will be heading to the bench themselves now, looking to make something happen. Not much time left, just 15 minutes to go. Kaylee Austin will be the first one to make her way onto the park. She'll replace Liana Danaskos. And here's Hannah Beard in a great position once more. And again, Newbon with a fingertip save. Comes to the safety of the home team. Newbon's been in fine form this afternoon. Dangerous corner. Newbon drops the ball. Came back to Austin. She was blocked out. It was a powerful effort from Kaylee Austin. And again, the home team go back to the bench. The ball's trickled over the sideline. It'll be a Stingrays throw in. Time is running out for the away side. Just over 10 minutes remaining. Long ball over the top. Hannah Beard trying to create some pressure on Tori Tumeth. Again, Uni managed to clear their lines. And a long ball for the substitute, Olivero. But Kramer does well. And Burke just finds her feet, but Olivero is offside. That's a dangerous ball there from Burke, but Matos gets there. Well closed down once more. Brianna Olivero. She wins her team a free kick. Rolled up sleeves from Talitha Kramer. No one to mess with her. Bianca Garlich gets a well-earned rest. She'll be replaced by number 35, Ashley Irwin. Suta now with the free kick. It's Colville forces Burke into some save. Aoife Colville, the other substitute for Uni. Deep ball in from Suta. Beard trying to get it away and she's fouled. Burke goes long toward Beard. Martin away. Only as far as Kramer, who has a horrible touch. Got to be careful, Kramer. She is on a yellow card. And should she get her second, she will miss next week's what's looking to be elimination semi-final against, at the moment, the Northern Tigers. Stingrays clear. Caitlin Cooper. Lots of experience in those legs as well. Poor play there. And Julia Vines. That would have been a special goal from Julie Vines. Forced Burke into some save. It was the goalkeeper who cleared away poorly. But Vines had no easy effort there. From somewhere out on the half volley. Very well controlled and measured effort from her. Both keepers at the top of their game in terms of saving fine goal-scoring opportunities. Rachel Suta to take this corner. Johnson clears at the near post. That only goes as far as Charlotte McLean. Suta again toward Fletcher. But Burke's out to pick up the loose ball. Now Kramer will look to go the other way. Olivero doing a good job on Kramer. Middleton. And that was a heavy hit there in the middle of the park, and the referee gives the foul the way of Kaylee Austin and the Illawarra Stingrays. And if there's a time for the Stingrays to score, it would be now. We're into the 85th minute of this game, and there's not much more time left for the girls from the South Coast. Good ball in. Carney taken off her head by Tori Tumeth. Excellent defensive work from the Uni centre back. Had she not got that touch, I think Carney was in. And it would have made for an interesting last 5 minutes. Poor ball there from Uni at the back. Austin. But Claire Wheeler comes away with the ball. And Wheeler plays in Vines. Still Vines, has Colville there at the edge of the area. Decides to calm the play down and goes back to Suta. Suta looking for Olivero. Well defended by the away team. Here's Johnson. And hands in the back there, but the referee says play on. Irwin has Middleton coming fast. Middleton fouls Irwin. Exactly not what the Stingrays want at this point of the game. Sutai looks wide for Vines, and the referee calls a foul on Blaze Kendis from Julia Vines. Fletcher with 2 for company, plays the ball back to Newbon, who just has to get it away. Carney and Holloway were both there, ready to pounce on any errors. Now it's Holloway. That'll be a goal kick. Well defended by Sydney Uni once more. This is why they have the best defence in the competition. And arguably one of the best goalkeepers in the competition as well, in Courtney Newbon. That battle will be an interesting one come gold medal night, when we find out the player of the year and the goalkeeper of the year. Some keepers have really put their hands up this year. I'm not going to go through the list in case I do miss someone, but there have been some fantastic keepers on display this year from all the clubs. It's excellent as well for the women's game to know the amount of quality and depth we have in that department. Not to mention the young talents coming through the game as well across all the clubs. Newbon there with a poor clearance. But Uni just hacked the ball away to safety. So we slowly tick over into the final minute of this one. Martin looking for options in front. Probably found the worst one in the byline. And it'll be a goal kick for the Stingrays. Not much time left now. And there shouldn't be much stoppage time either, as Sydney Uni prepare to lift the Premiership trophy in only minutes. Football New South Wales CEO should be here to present the trophy after a fine season for Sydney Uni. Matos still urged to go forward from the bench. Kramer was potentially fouled there. Middleton finds Carney at the near post. Again, well marshalled. Ball into the box. And Newbon does well to come out and claim this one above her teammate. And there's late drama at Jensen Park as the Northern Tigers have made it 3-3 late on in the fixture. And that means that at the moment, the Northern Tigers will finish in third place on the competition ladder and face off with Sydney Olympic next week, while the Illawarra Stingrays finish in fifth and play against the Blackdown Spartans in the elimination semi-final. What a final day of the competition it has been. Drama from the get-go. The live table was working overtime, and we're still not there though. Anything's possible. But here at Sydney Uni Football Ground, the referee brings the game to a close. Sydney Uni come out 2-0 winners with a goal in either half. First half strike by Claire Wheeler. And that was confirmed and doubled in the second half by Holly Caspers. Sydney University head into the finals as the premiers and will look to go a step better and claim the championship from last year that they cruelly missed out on in an absolute thriller against the MacArthur Rams. But as things stand, Illawarra will be back next week when they face off at the moment with the Blackdown Spartans in an elimination semi-final. Make sure to tune in next week as finals football kicks off in the NPL New South Wales Women's Competition as we look to crown a new champion for the 2019 season.
What was the score between Olympic and Koalas? I heard you say something on that.
Koalas will win 3-1 when I last looked.
3-1, oh, right. A funny comp.
3-2 at the moment, yeah.
Yeah, right. Thanks.
No problem.